Want to learn about counterpoint? Hell yeah! So today, we're going to be continuing on what we talked about last month, except we're going to get a little fancier with the rhythmic values dispersed in the left and right hand, and just get a little more of this different things happening but working together thing going on. So this is Counterpoint Part 2. So let's hit it, yeah? Alright, so to continue with our ever-going quest to master all 12 keys, and some of these are some real fuckers, so we're gonna get to them later. But for now, why don't we do some B-flat work, yeah? B-flat is nice, just 2 flats. It's just the E-flat and the B-flat, we can handle that. So let's do a little review of what we covered already, and that is where we're just purely resolving to diatonic thirds, and we're traveling through diatonic fourths, like such. Starting in B-flat, that means our third in the right hand is going to be D. And we played around with different motions for our left and right hand. So there's pure contrary, and there's 2 versions of that. There's outwards and inwards. So this is outwards, then we go inwards, outwards, inwards, outwards, inwards, outwards. And a very similar, different version of that would be where we start going inwards and then outwards, like such. And then less interesting examples is where both hands both go upwards and then downwards together. It ends up being more parallel, but technically it's still some form of counterpoint, like such. And the starting with downwards version. Oh, it's like a Nickelodeon TV show. Getting some Rugrat vibes here. Stay focused. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna introduce a half note melodic rhythm for the right hand while keeping a whole note to the left hand. So what is that second half note gonna do with the right hand? Let's start with our first chord shape. Technically it's not a chord, it's just 2 notes, it's a dyad. But I think I'm gonna get away with this. So we got our B flat and our D. So a graceful way to move up to our next landing point, which is going to be the E flat and the G, would be maybe in the right hand to go up to the 5th, the F, like such. Still consonant, not as interesting as the 3rd, but it's still consonant. And then all of a sudden, we're here. Then I do it again, and now we're here. Oh, it's like a little sequence. I can just keep going forever and ever. I'm gonna go down now. So notice going down, the equivalent of going up a major third is down a minor 6th. The combination of the 2 intervals should always be 9. So since upwards is a 3rd and downwards become a 6th, 3 plus 6 becomes 9. And other examples of that are a perfect 5th up is equivalent to a perfect 4th down. 5 plus 4 is 9. And another thing to keep in mind is if it's a major interval going up, it's going to be a minor interval going down. And if it's a minor interval going up, then it becomes a major interval going down. Something to just keep on the dome as you go forward with your understanding and relationship with intervals. But let me get back to where I was. I'm just going to slide back down here to maybe G and B flat. Oh, it's so cute. Now we're back where we started. So that was a version where I was mostly going up, but we still want to get this same dispersion of upwards and down and hopefully a general contrary motion. So maybe the more contrary motion approach would be for the left hand to work its way up and the right hand to work its way down. So in order to make this happen, let's start with the right hand very far out on the right side. And we're going to do a lot of downward 6ths, which are the same as going up a 3rd, remember. Here we go. No choice, I'm gonna have to start working my way up. So maybe I'll switch mid-exercise to left hand starting to descend and right hand starting to ascend. Here we go. Now the right hand is just doing 3rds. And I'm just gonna keep going, and now I'm just gonna be a little looser about when I go up or down and just kind of change when need be. See, now the right hand is going up, left hand is going down, it's all good. Now I'm gonna switch to right hand going down, left hand going up, just as, you know, my hands get too far like such. And this is essentially the exercise. In theory, it's quite simple, but it takes a lot of practice for your hands to get to know all these intervals so well, to the point where you could just do it effortlessly. And the result is very rewarding and it's extremely beautiful. Just down to how mathematically pure it is. It almost puts you in a trance. Like, I'm having trouble stopping this when I have to keep the video going to show you more examples, but I can't right now. It's just so goddamn beautiful. Alright, let me find a good place to stop. Here it comes. It's coming. Here we go. Whew, that was a close one, y'all. Alright. So that's awesome, right? What's next? Well, we just did half notes in the right hand, whole notes in the left hand. What if we switch that? What if we kept a whole note, so just a single note in the right hand per chord, and in the left hand we move through two half notes, and the same principle of moving through thirds. So what we're going to do is we're going to find our starting third with B flat and D, and just as we were going up in thirds with the right hand for our half notes, now we're going to do that with the left hand. So we're going to go. And remember, going down a sixth is the same as going up a third. So now I'm going to start to work my way down, and back up, and down. And what's happening with my left hand right now, it's called a sequence, where I go down a sixth, up a step, up a third, up a step, down a third, up a step, up a third. It's like this little squiggle that just keeps happening over and over and over forever. There's another sequence. This is me just going purely up. But as you can see, I'm not really disciplined about the direction of my intervals, because you don't really need to or even want to be. You want to be able to just change your direction at any time. That's the beauty of counterpoint, is that you always can and will. I'm just going to take this home now. Beautiful. Alright, so there you go. We explored the right hand moving twice as fast as the left hand. Then we explored the left hand moving twice as fast as the right hand. And I think you can guess what's coming next. Now let's do both hands doing half notes. And we're just going to do the exact same intervallic steps that we did for each one, adding an extra third or downward sixth with the right hand, and adding an extra third or downward sixth with the left hand. So let's see what that sounds and feels like. Here we go. This is not going to be easy. It's going to take practice. Practice those other two, and this next one will reveal itself very naturally. Here we go. Let's hit it. So right now I'm essentially just doing diatonic thirds in a very similar motion, but now I'm going to start to change the directions my hand's traveling. Here we go. Now we're talking. This is where it gets interesting. Contrary motion thing, the beauty starts to happen. Here's another little sequence right here. Take it home. There you go. Did you catch that? Basically, all you gotta do is for every half note, make sure you land on a third. And these thirds are shifting through the two third possibilities for each diatonic fourth in the key. So what I mean by that is, in the key of B flat, which we're in right now, you create this third, up a third. And then you go up to E flat, create its third, up a third. Then you go up to A and create its third, then its next third. Then to D and create its third, and the next third, and so on. And the beauty is, the direction that your hand's traveling does not matter. You could do any directions you want. You can make them just constantly move towards each other like this. Which I'm a big fan of. Or you can do the opposite. You can have them go outwards, like such. And the idea is that you get slick enough to where these directional things don't even matter. And next thing you know, your hands literally develop brains of their own. Muscle memory, muscle brains, where this brain doesn't even need to think and your hands are just following along what needs to happen next. It's an awesome feeling. I promise you'll know what I'm talking about very, very soon. That's all for this time. Best believe I'm going to take you to the next step next time, and the next, and the next, and the next. Counterpoint is amazing. It's one of my favorite concepts in music and maybe life as a whole. So I look forward to exploring this more with y'all. Much love. Stay Swiss as always, y'all.